If you can become somebody who just does not quit, then what you desire will inevitably come about. But I've never heard anybody talk about becoming somebody who does not quit in the way that I'm about to share with you. This is a skill that you can learn, okay? I'm going to break this down to the fundamentals of what's actually happening here when somebody quits or whether that person perseveres and succeeds. This is a breaking point within someone's life. And if you can just devote the next 5 or 10 minutes, however long this video is, to learning, understanding, and developing this skill, which I will so clearly lay out for you, then your dreams are inevitable. You just will not stop until they come about. So, first of all, let's understand that the only way that you can lose when it comes to you, something that you control, something that you're creating, like building a business or something like that, the only way that you can actually lose is if you quit. There will be times when you fail, right? That is okay. You're moving into the unknown. You're doing something that you've never done before. Failing, doing things improperly, making mistakes is something that just comes with the territory. The deciding factor here is whether or not those things cause you to quit. This is all within your hands, which means that you have the power right now to simply follow my directions and start to truly get what you want out of your life. So what's the difference between somebody who quits and somebody who perseveres and succeeds? Well, it's, first of all, they understand that making mistakes and like having these little failures along the way are completely normal. When you are venturing and doing something that you have never done before, you will not ever, ever, ever get it right the first try. It is impossible. Don't even try to. You can't. You must be able to hypothesize what you need to do next. You must test that hypothesis by doing that thing, and you must analyze the results that come about by you doing that thing, and then you must iterate. That is all you have to do. The key difference between somebody who quits and somebody who gets what they want is that they don't follow that process. They don't hypothesize. They don't, of course, test that hypothesis. And if they do hypothesize and if they do test that hypothesis and they take that action and it doesn't work out how they wanted it to, whether that time or they try to do it a few times and it just isn't working how they want, they quit. Okay? What we must do is we must be able to be somebody who perseveres, who ventures into the unknown, understands that there is uncertainty, there is doubt, there is fear. All of these things are completely natural. It's just your mind keeping you safe, right? So that you don't hurt yourself, you don't screw yourself over. But we must be able to be somebody who, while feeling that way, while thinking and perceiving in that way, we still move forward. We still hypothesize. We still test the hypothesis. We still analyze the results and iterate and move forward. How do we become that way? There are fundamentals that I've never heard anybody talk about before, and it's that within the present moment, if you were to ever quit, what is actually happening? Within that moment, it would be a decision that you make. That decision that you make to quit would come about via thought. The only way that you can quit is that you think about quitting. You're giving yourselves all of these reasons to quit. All of those thoughts that are arising, that's making you quit, that's having you logically think that it is in your best interest to quit, they are bringing about these strong emotions of doubt, fear, uncertainty, paranoia, anxiety, whatever it is. Okay? We must understand that, first of all, again, if you were to ever quit, it would happen in the present moment. It would happen because thoughts are arising, it's causing you to feel a certain way, and you are, in that moment, if you're somebody who quits, you are witnessing those thoughts and emotions, you are seeing them as reality, and you are following them. You are thinking thoughts of quitting, you are feeling like you should quit, and then you quit. The difference between somebody who quits and does not get what they want, and somebody who does not quit and they eventually, inevitably get what they want, is truly their identification with those thoughts. Now, of course, it's possible that you're going to move forward with something and you never even think about quitting. But for people who have the tendency to quit, you must understand how this is coming about. It's not coming about via something that you have no control over. It's coming about because in that moment, you are thinking things, you are perceiving things in a certain way, it's causing you to feel a certain way, and your behavior of you actually quitting is in alignment with how you're thinking and feeling because you are identified with those thoughts. What we can do instead, in order to be somebody and to have this skill of somebody who just does not quit and who gets what they want, is that you can gain the skill of being present with what is actually arising within your mind, being aware of them, being conscious of them, and not just blindly following them. The difference here is that the thoughts of fear, of doubt, and uncertainty, of quitting can all arise. That does not mean that you actually have to quit. One's behavior does not have to be in alignment with one's thoughts and emotions. The difference is that the person who acts directly in alignment with how they're thinking and feeling, they're completely identified with those thoughts. They're treating them as reality. The person who can persevere past them can see those thoughts for what they truly are. They can witness the thoughts of quitting, the thoughts of fear, the thoughts of doubt and uncertainty. They can witness them arising within consciousness. They can watch them arise. They can watch them fall. Right? You can't hold on to any of those thoughts. They can witness and pay attention to the way that they're feeling, their emotions. No emotion is permanent. There are times in your past when you felt so sad, when you felt so anxious, when you felt so fearful. You haven't brought any of those into your life today. You are feeling completely differently. You are thinking completely differently. None of this sticks with you. So we must understand that we can allow what would normally cause us to quit to arise within consciousness, to fall, and to just watch it all, rather than simply following along with it, being identified with it, and quitting. That is the main difference between somebody who gets what they want and the person who doesn't. So if you are somebody who has a tendency to quit, understand that the next time that you're in this space, revisit this video, witness the fact that this whole idea of you quitting, the thing that will cut off every single thing that you want from actually coming into your life, all that it is you thinking and you feeling. It's all arising within the present moment. It'll come, it'll go. Don't make any decisions simply based on it. You will regret those decisions. Be present, be aware, allow them to arise, allow them to fall. Understand that it is completely normal. There is nothing wrong with you. Your mind is trying to keep you safe because you're venturing into the unknown. You're doing things that you've never done before. You're going to make mistakes. It wants to prevent you from wasting energy. It wants to prevent you from looking bad in front of people. It's all okay. Completely normal human behavior. But what you do because of what is arising does not have to be aligned with it. Understand that things that happened in the past, they have come, they have gone, you are here today. The same thing goes for that idea of quitting, the thoughts of quitting, the feeling that you should quit. It'll arise, it'll fall, tomorrow will be different. Do not make the decision to quit. That is the only way that you cannot fail.